Итак, жопой об косяк. Что нам делать? Куда нам шлепать? Кто подскажет, кто расскажет. Угу. Патронов 0, пистолет мы так и не нашли, блядь. Ага.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. Again.
Good one, Titus.
Yeah, lawman. Why don't...
It's almost an anthropological sight, watching him try.
Not in the arresting mood?
By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster.
Look, coppers, I know you think you're doing your job here, but there are 7 of us and 2 of you.
The last thing you hear is a little murmur. Not a blast, not an echo. No one screams. It's more dead cops from the district of Martinez as the...
Блять, я... Ну, пиздец. Ну, ладно. Раз сдохли, будем по новой. Ладно. Пойдет. Давай попробуем так. А, не, нихуя. Или хуя. Угу. 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 Понятно. Пойдет. Сделаем универсалом. Нормально мы так пизды получили. По фасту, блядь. Демоны ярости живут в зеркалах, они здесь как дома. Даже в самой прозрачной воде можно утонуть, если она глубока. С. Томас.
There is never an inordinate amount of time passes. Yes, it is. You got it, sweet brother. Nothing upon. Coming right up, sir. Smooth passage. Do you really? You wouldn't.
Fear and apprehension. You should ask what's out there first.
Somewhere. Like a fly to the ointment, your conscience sticks to it.
The stench of liquor rises from your mouth. A fiery
Либо голый и смешной. Ебать, набухался, веди себя нормально.
You hear a jingle. Keys up. It says whirling in rags on the. This fan has two chain pull switches. One ends in a tiny fan. The blades come squeaking to a halt. It should be easier to reach the time. You swoop what you have in your hand. A mirror hang hot. Suddenly, you realize you have no memory of the face. As you abort, you clearly have not thought this through. You won't like what you see there, and you will never unbecome it. Yeah, there is definitely something wrong with it. Where to even begin? It's not. It's not. It's swollen and snarled. Behold, you have no idea who this thing is. Too late. You clearly have rigor mortis on your face. Oh wait, please stop. It's horrible. Oh my God, what does it even mean? What is the emotion you're trying to convey? You should check yourself for a pulse. You find no sign of life on your swollen neck. However, putting your hand on your chest reveals an irregular heartbeat. You appear to be alive. For now. Like the rest of you, it comes from a bad... It's too late.
Окей, блядь. Будем с тупым ебалом ходить.
There they both are. Two identical shoes. Both like two baby crocodiles. Go ahead.
Hello, officer. Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep... Hello, sweetie. You shouldn't keep your colleague...
As you approach, if an assault were launched on this building right now,
Hello, I'm Kim.
you realize this is your chance to come up with a really good name for yourself. Get creative. Conceptualize.
Oh, it looks like we had a little scheduling error on Sunday. Saturday too, actually. Have you had time to talk to the manager? Then we should ask. It also wouldn't hurt to assure him the police are finally here. In full force, I mean. Have you mapped out the initial interview?
Придумали привычные вопросы.
Good. Have you removed the dead body from the tree? So, the body
This is the first time you detect a weary.
where it has been hanging for 7 days straight. We should go there as soon. I can see you drank last night and the night before. If you need something for your headache, there is a general store nearby. But as I said, the dead body should be our number one concern. After you, officer.
If you're about to embark on an investigation, shouldn't
You mean you don't have a badge? Losing your identification.
Lieutenant Kitsuragi is now in your party.
Hello,
wait? Who's Sweetie?
you're a handsome but dear. You must. I'm Lee.
This Lena is wacky enough for the motley crew. Hire her on the spot.
Yes, officer. You look right. Oh my. You know where we. That's right. And where is the Whirling in Rags cafeteria? We're in the city of Revshol, dear. Yes, and how would I even begin to? I haven't. Speaking of history,
That tape you picked up said 43. You seem to be a hip modern man who listens to hip modern records.
you're joking. Try again, one more time. Oh no, dear.
She leans back in her chair. The lieutenant tries to pretend he's not.
I can tell that this is taxing for you, so I'll just ask one more question. What regime are we living under? What mode of government? Oh, sweetie. Revishol is a zone of control.
But they still have cops.
It is quite disappointing. Oh dear. But we should.
She's scared now. She's realized you really are brain damaged.
Someone.
No.
Of course. Then I don't know. Someone rich, maybe? Wealthy people. Of course.
A man.
Mr.
Yes.
I am Kim Kitsuragi from Precinct 57. This is an.
Fantastic.
Right. Now,
No, I only just got here.
do you have her number?
As a matter of fact.
You said you just got here.
What? Of
But you still know your way around, yeah?
Yes, I know.
I didn't imply that. Detective, I have everything. You?
Yes, yes. He means, do you have questions for me, like a police officer would? Behind this bill. That's easy. See that door there? I don't know who killed him. I'm not the police. That's your.
The lieutenant turns the page.
She went away because none of you. Extra fine. No, I'm not the bartender. I hope it is.
Let's go.
Not so fast. You owe me 130 real. Oh!
We do not need to assert ourselves here. We only need instructions from him. This is the proprietor, remember?
You know, I get this all the time. Some hobo comes in. Let's see. Another thing you've annihilated is half the bar. What are you, brain damaged? Money is what grown-up people use to pay for things. Things like.
There's a shuffle of nylon as Lieutenant Kitsuragi. That's cop 4. I haven't offered to pay because I don't have any money either.
I'm sorry.
Officer, maybe you are better off working this from home for now. You live in Jamrock, right? I'm sorry.
Good luck.
By the way, where is home? The address is but you've been at this hostel cafeteria for only 3. You don't really know, do you? A vague, blackened image doesn't sound like somewhere you can try.
Так, ладно. Сейчас разберемся.
Before you step vapor, this must be in the cabin. You are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and a metallic drawer slot.
Take what you...
He's clearly the bribe useful for open. The handles are long and its rope lets you see the pull-out toolbox. This trash, there's something in there. Not necessarily. The body is downwind from
Trash? Food waste from the cave. What do you mean, feel? We could try using a pry bar. The one you took. We might want to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably...
force time isn't happening. You've jammed the pry bar under the lid, but it just...
Let's ask the manager.
Can I help you? My.
Thank you for...
Why?
I thought as much. And are you...
Well,
It seems a little callous, doesn't it? Something still... Okay then. Maybe you're callous yourself.
what do you need them?
It concerns the case.
Just bring them back once you're done.
This trash container with a well... Don't. Maybe you shouldn't. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
We're just in time.
You see, a box falls into pieces among the thread as the legs of the slime.
The victims drop them in here, officer. Guitar mark, the belt is missing.
Something slimy catches your eye. A drab, long sleeve.
This is a military type overgarment. No label or serial.
The rest of the rags are just kicked.
All right. We should go to Gart again and ask if he knows who put the clothes. Not really. All we know is the victims...
The lieutenant nods, then looks. It's just nothing. What's this? A blue piece of plastic sticks out from the apple pit. Something
Officer, is that your... Yes, it is. Look. If you don't mind me asking, how did this get in the trash? Boring. Try dangerous. You should do a thorough It would also not hurt to start taking...
Some items, such as the ledger you've...
The container sounds a muffled gong.
That's one thing of the...
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A pitiful cabbage. There's a piece. It's a metaphor. Below the pathetics, terror. They're not once in a while, there's a red stamp. Work, strife, poverty, the Jamrock Quarter. These are handwritten logs of investigations there is for precisely. Sadly, the ledger only comes with an old, worn-down lead pencil. It's unfitting of this. The lieutenant looks at his blue notebook. Two fat, shiny pens hang from... He is not really...
Nor did I give this to you with resentment.
The tasks you've completed flow out to inspect the interview the cafeteria manager. It's not exactly poetry, but poetry would be out of a satisfying slash sounds across things to be done and things already.
No, actually. Any ideas? Great. I'm going to start calling it The Hanged Man. It's good we sorted this out.
Yes, a title, one might say even. Arson, petty theft, spousal abuse.
Yes, however, it's a holdover from the early days of the...
You don't exactly close. An aluminium block runs the width of the board. The surface is interrupted by a silvery sticker. It's rectangular.
What? That thing. It's a halogen watermark. We use it for adding information to RCM property. It depends. Aside from an anti-counterfeiting stamp, mine has my station number and address.
How many years you've been on force, he's thinking.
Okay.
While a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in the back, then rip them from the binder and hand them. 3. You don't have to be an intellectual giant. A monetary penalize. These are quite sinister. A dozen pages of thin copy. Yes, the rest of the stinking cellulose it's made of dark blue plastic, hard enough to beat someone to submission with. Something rattles inside. The plastic shimmers like lapis lazuli, but it is not see-through. You cannot, with your hands, you 4-sized pages hang from the clip, screwed to the top of the board. Is not what you end up doing. You squeeze the plastic. The ledger quivers in your hand. As it shakes, the pages rustle. This pathetic mess, suddenly afraid of you for some. It's just toilet. Still wet. The toilet paper peels off. Arson. Petty theft. Spousal abuse. You don't exactly close them.
Так, ладно.
There are several footprints in the mud. Heavy workers. Isn't this something an industrial worker would?
Noted.
What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being. There are several footprints in the mud. Left maybe more than 12. No. 8 pairs of boots. 1. Standard. 2. Standard work boot. 3. Hobnailed work boot. 4. Standard work boot. Number 45 or 46. You don't know. 5. Another standard. 6. An aberration. Light as air. Even. 7. The glowing outlet. 8. And yet another.
How many? I was pretty off then. I counted 20. I never got the hang of it. A woman or a kid? Understood. In 2 hands.
He might be right. 200 kilograms of living weight.
From here.
It's bad. Very bad. Before you can heave.
He appears to be wearing some kind of armored boots. I can't see any exotic prints here. Someone had to carry him. Are any? Which ones? That's a tree. I think we're close to a conclusion here. Possibly, yes. Interesting. Someone operating a workbench with a... No, it's not. Perhaps it could be a driver. A driver would wear out their right shoe before... We should keep our eyes open around the traffic jam. See whether anyone's tracked. A week?
It is not.
I pulled last...
Correct again. So...
What do I think? A mob of people brought Stan after hoisting him up. These two...
Indeed. They all stood... The corpse looks... You seem to be holding your... A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting...
Activity.
He's about to blow! Cock's gonna blow!
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the...
This is the...
Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with the motor carriage.
No, I'm afraid not. We have a murder case on our hands, remember?
In the cabin, you see a set of steering levers. As you tap on...
There's no use pressing...
Translation. We're not... Alternative translation. Don't even think. The white suede feels luxurious under the touch, and the metal clutch handle.
Yes?
No response. He just arches his brow.
Have you tried?
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice, like he's tired of hearing about your personal affairs.
Try work. The cape, not a fan.
The RCM deploys.
Fine. We should get through this day first. Off hours begin at 9 p.m. If you focus on other people.
A moment passes. The lieutenant.
Me? I don't see how my life is pertinent. That's a fair point. All right. For the good of the investigation, what do you want to know? That's because I'm half Seolite, or quarter. My father's it's a part of the world, officer. A geopolitical
Seoul is a protectionist, isolationist, pan-Isolari state west of the Insula.
I can see you're disappointed. You are right to be. I don't speak a word of Seolite. Good. Let's change the subject. What do you want to know? Maybe you can tell me what you do know to help me narrow it down a bit. Do you want me to brief you? 3 days ago, the RCM Emergencies Desk received a report about during that time, the victim had been a security guard or worker of some sort, hired by Wild Pines. This was they didn't identify them. There's a strong prejudice against involving the RCM in what's seen as union. That's a...
The RCM, or...
Just to be clear, we are police officers. It's our job to find the killer. That's the case. Uncover and arrest the killer. No. It's not a particularly. The deceased is a security guard for a corporation involved in a labor dispute. It doesn't take a DeLorean polymath to put the pieces together. There was some interest in this case at my station, but not for the reasons. Yes, it just so happens there's a beautiful blonde 19-year-old woman at the heart.
The weary tone is the surest indicator that the lieutenant is being sarcastic.
That's commendable.
It can still be an otherworldly sex mystery in your head. He's basically challenging you to sex it up with some lurid twist. Don't get right into it.
I'm afraid you don't know. I assumed you were in on it. Better still than an imbecile cop-off. It's just stupidity. We shouldn't waste any more time on it. If you want my take, ask me after we've inspected the victim. Was there anything else you wanted to... Good.
Only banal things strike you. At the core, you're one you should be ashamed of. It's no wonder the soft one doesn't want it back. It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer in. An aluminium block runs the surface is interrupted.
What? Any capable light with the right wavelength. All RCM vehicles.
This means you can read the water.
Okay.
While a bunch of sod. Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull.
All right.
The dashboard light, the lights on.
There you go.
As you hold your ledger's clip under the headlamp.
There she is.
Around the borders of the watermark, the rectangular watermark is overlaid with a rat.
Martinet. Let me see. Right here. Oh yes. Coal City.
There are many of them, and they are divided into three. The first row has 18 dots. The next, there are so many. The last row, that's it.
Those are perforated. The first row represents your years of service. 18 years. Okay, not bad at all. What did you do before you volunteered? That's what it says. I might have guessed even longer based on your age. What did you do all those blissful years of your youth? Fair point. This next row? Wow, more than 200. It's quite a lot, even for someone who's been on the force for nearly 2 decades. Right. Those are your confirmed kills. For an RCM officer, there are certain... But it seems as though you are, or... Yes. Everyone. Personally, I find it helps to keep up a few... Oh, this and that. Let's not get into anything's bad.
It's meant in earnest. Please don't mistake it for a jab. The lieutenant nods.
Right.
You can now see your...
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the
Так, ладно. Мгм. Мгм.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with? Of course. What can I help you with? Me? I am just a gardener. I am pleased to meet you too. Of course. Where to? There's the pier, the harbor gates, some shop, just coast. It's just water. No, what do you mean? We're in Martinez, sir. This, no problem. Of course.
no gloves. You get the feeling that you need them.
Sure, keep them. I haven't.
Мгм.
Can I help you? Thanks. I hope you found... How strange. I certainly didn't put them there. Sylvie had the keys before I got here, and I can vouch for her. I can vouch for all my staff. The trash collection service, CS Municipal.
Ah, the elusive CS... Thank you anyway.
Yes.
Kuno's...
If they're
Oh yeah, nappa gumpy, Kuno.
Can't talk, pig. Shit's coming up strong.
shit coming up strong. That sounds good. Joyous. You should hang out with this kid. I mean drugs. The kid.
Yeah, Kuno, right then.
Kuno's riding at sea.
The rake, you should...
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener. Fuck no. Kuno doesn't buy that shit. Fucking entrapment shit. Alright, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? Kuno's Kuno, pig. The fuck are you calling a third?
Watch out, help!
Help! He's got the Kuno, help! Help!
Escalate, Kuno!
Pigs in here, Kuno! Somebody, please!
Вопросов точка нет.
You didn't shut him down. Your fat fist didn't meet its target. Instead, it pulled.
Pigs, pig!
The whole charade was about establishing dominance over you. It's
Fucked your shoulder, fucked your knee, fucked your fat body up!
Yeah, you deserve this. Trying to show your dick to Kuno. Kuno was scared.
Мгм.
Kuno's just gonna...
I told you not to tempt such forces. Now, how about we go and do something?
Да уж.
there. He still is. Looking. The smell is repulsive.
Мгм.
feel until a pool of vomit lies on.
It's okay. Happens to it. The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. If you can handle the headache. I can't handle the headache.
It's more likely he can handle the smell.
There is Fritz nearby, east of the hostel. They usually have a small apothecary. There's a green...
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check.
Yes?
Hello again, officer? Sure. Go easy on that stuff.
There he still is, looking right through the ammonia. The second time, not so much. When the vomiting is done, your cheeks are wet with tears.
Are you okay?
The weight.
You're facing tough odds here. It's aggravated further by alcohol withdrawal. I've seen Captain drive to the station. Maybe Monday? Make sure you bring your handkerchief. No, you need to get your shit together. We should go talk to the local.
You've gained a thought.
Give it half an hour. Get yourself...
Ой, да ладно. Падлу сначала. Загрузив нашу старую игру. Уже умником допроходим. Мгм. Мгм. Вопрос в том, с кем поговорить. Мгм. Мгм. Мгм.
Yes? What do you want to know? What's there to say? The cop kind. Or pretty... Well, sort. I think the
So he volunteered to represent the 57th. Somewhere in your mind hangs a dark green blackboard. There are two columns. One says, case is solved. The other, confirmed.
Martinez? Nothing. It's just a puddle at the end of some drain pipe. No one cares about this place. They care about sports. Most of our colleagues don't even know how to get here. North of the interchange.
It's all part of the master plan, you see.
Really? It can't be that. Wouldn't that be something? And who could say it's not true? If you really don't remember anything, how would you know? We should move. Yes, it's so holy.
He's actually glad it's addressed now. Because you're the best qualified. No, that doesn't seem right. If you're so well qualified, why can't you remember why you were sent? Anyway, don't keep the lieutenant waiting.
Логику. Ну ладно. Так.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of papers hanging from the board, with the permeables drawer inside. The slides snap back into place. It should be possible to just, without resistance, or 2 ticket stubs and a handmade postcard. 2 octopuses are smiling, reaching their tentacles toward each other in the colored pencil drawings. The tickets permit access to the zoo in thin wax paper has been glued to a piece of cardboard. Sounds like leaves rustling when you pick it up. It smells of chewing gum. A touch of cinnamon, familiar handwriting lines the inside of the card. A young woman in her 20s. There is care, effort. Harry, it begins. You're already reading. I wanted to write you a letter so you can read it when you wake up. Your hand shakes, holding the card. Every morning when I step out and you're asleep behind me, it says, every step I take, it grows. You. Every step I take with kisses, kisses, kisses. You feel the air sucked out of your lungs and the blood sucked out. Sparks fall like snow from the bow collector. You feel the ledger slip from your hand. No. Hold on. To what?
Detective, is everything all right?
Надеюсь, не помер, блядь. И чё?
There is nothing. Again. Nothing sad, brother. Well, that's me. Blue eyes, that's me. Who was what?
He speaks of the sickening longing, the unwell emotion. Even in the darkness, he's grasping for it. Still trying to here in the paleo-mammalian cortex because it's always there.
Your name?
It certainly ain't. Your name is passed out on the ground, dragged around by one of the other evil apes.
Bloated corpse of the past resurfaced.
Beautiful. Believe me,
There is no Voyager Road. There are no roads, no houses, no lights in the windows. It's all on. Yeah, man. What was that about? You think they would let you?
Yes.
It's delicious. Glowing lights on a dashboard emerge out of nothingness. In the upholstered cabin of Lieutenant...
Drink. Water.
The water is cold, silvery, but
Drink.
with greedy gulps.
What happened? Right. You dropped these. Are you okay to proceed? Good.
The Ledger of Failure and Hatred is a special item that can be used both as an interactable and a tool equipped in your held slot for skill bonus.
An intricate web, the pattern still gone. For you to, someone close to the victim might know. Someone who knows about history could tell you.
А. Мы сейчас пойдем к той бабе.
The dented yellow mailbox greets you with its graffito. The box eats shit pig, fucked by the coon, and said the mailbox does not know.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? Not an umbrella, I hope. Sadly, what I can do for you is, on the contrary, of.
They must have someone in an overlooked position.
I suggest you go back and canvass for more suspects. You have? And oh, come on now. He has his use. Corruption.
The position of my unusual colleague does not reflect.
Of course. How could I stop you?
Intellectually speaking, it would be quite... Tell her she'll like you for it.
Weird. Oh no. One of the positive things to come from the which isn't to suggest...
The lieutenant might have.
Oh.
The lieutenant looks at you, and you can swear is
unconventional, but...
Incredible. Simply incredible. And how is it going? Has this detecting produced a gun? Well, maybe he's not as Of course. Until then, is there anything I can help you with? That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question. Better not tie the fourth day to the backstay on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with.
There was a touch of discomfort there.
The Pines and that...
The Wild Pines group is one, Son Baptiste, LUM.
Why, thank you. I'm not at liberty to discuss the company balance sheet, but I can tell you that last 20... A conglomerate the size of the Wild Pine, they start centuries of care, deliberation and madness have gone into this endeavor. Vessels pass through the... You know more than you let on. You mean aside from being the terminal's legal owners, there are no minor cogs in the system. Each terminal...
With your help?
Why, yes I am. The boat? No, it's a pleasure craft. My sloop?
I'm enjoying this part of the interview.
Of course there are. We're on an archipelago. How? Yes, we are.
Technically, the neighboring ozone.
Okay, if you want to get technical. The point is, we're all on... I haven't...
Actually, it's for crossing.
Neither is this.
You need to make this lady admit she's only riding around on this boat because she's rich. Why, what? Stop thinking. You're not. Okay then, just keep on admiring.
Officer.
The crowns of her teeth, her nonchalance might be...
Good. More lessons in basic reality? My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
What is all of...
What world?
The camera of her mind glides over the surface of...
Great bodies. There is a term... Elysium. Not in this...
The Confederate...
It isn't enough to call us. They're like you and I suppose. It does. A term of hatred that originates like many such things. Oh. Great things are difficult to achieve. That's looking...
O-R-G.
There's a steadily Yes.
A cold fear seeps into you.
They say that I am so, but this is one of the greatest questions of us. You have missed. It's like the crowning of the world. It's insane. Very, but you already have.
Suddenly, you're conscious of yourself standing there. The lieutenant observes you both.
The Pale is not.
Yes.
Of course, Lieutenant. I don't think your colleague. Let's continue with something else. All right.
This is not going to happen with the lieutenant present, unless you can convince him to step aside. Is what you want to do.
Yes. Glad to have been of assistance.
Guillaume Le Million. Bad news. Guillaume Le Million did not become a cop. In 38, he...
А. Окей. Не туда.
Fuck does Kuno care? The fuck about it? Kuno doesn't give a shit about the armor. Kuno's fucking got one big thing wrong. Look at him. Fucking growth hormone shit. He's a giant. Kuno doesn't give a shit about that freak armor. Kuno threw that shit away. Kuno tried to get the helmet on. It was too big. Kuno kicked that shit in the sea, rugby style. That shit means, yeah, that shit means nothing to Kuno. Kuno doesn't give a You wanna fuck on someone about that armor? Go fuck the mustached union fuck. The jolly troubadour shit at the gate. Yeah, cock and boot. You know that jolly union cow fucker? Came around talking about cows or some shit? Came around pretend.
Yes, you met him at the gates. The one with the boots and the jolly...
Yeah, he's the one you want to talk to. He's fucking crazy about that armor shit. Coming.
Curious, my liege. Why did Kuno feed you this information? Yes, pray pardon, sire. Better to let it be.
Fuck are you talking about?
He says you're stupid, Kuno. They want to make you stupid again.
Oh, did Kuno make your shit sniffing harder? Obstruction of shit.
You hear the lieutenant hum.
You're
Get lost.
Kuno do
Так. Микс в броне. Вот, окей. Есть продвижение. Пошел прогресс. Лучше, чем нихуя.
So, how'd you like our harbor?
You've been in there, he means. Talked to the boss man, too.
It's but a rest. Right. You talk to the boss. A key, huh? What door is this key supposed to open? Of course. I got you. You don't... I got that key right here. And let me tell you, it's mighty good of you to help us out during the strike. Working class solidarity, as they say. I knew this man. What you're looking for is...
Okay, but where did you...
The janitor gave it to me. None of this mess we're in. This giant... I'm more of a...
He means he's not going to tell you.
Los Ardis? They're an independent militant group. They're sort of like you. Preserve the rule of law and all that.
Ой, все такое прочее. Вот
Chevron
это
stuff.
такое.
But really, they're just like you. The little boy had a good on his promise to get me into trouble, to sick the pigs on me. Pardon the...
What happened?
I was asked to look into that armor situation. Official union probe, you know.
Did you?
At first I thought, why not? Maybe the pieces can feed the strike. Buy us a few more days under the sun, you know. So I went to this boy. He said he'll make me his prison bitch. He's got eyes everywhere and the cops in his pocket. It serves me right for doing menial footwork. I dropped that probe right then and there, and it still got me into trouble. One bad move is all it takes. It's a minor nuisance. It's all good.
He thinks, not yet. Better to get this business out of the way.
I learned that people don't want to talk to a drunk union man about some armor.
What else?
Not much. Technical stuff mostly. That was the interesting part. I did some research into this armadura. Let's say I have friends at the library. I didn't get into the material side.
How does it come up?
In parts. 4 in total. The helmet was the first to go. The kid says he tore it off and kicked it into the sea. I believe him. So, as I count, there are 2 parts missing. The gauntlets and the cuirass. This is where I left off. Too much hassle. More like a job for some militia.
I agree, officer. Let's focus on the hanging. And
Nice. From what I learned, it was a very heavy, boring set of armor. No problem. If you see that kid, thank him for the mercenary, eh? Who could have killed him? That's indeed the question. Why even do such a thing? What a thought. Why would noble workers resort to such a thing? Your dead guy was an enemy combatant. He was an agent of the opposition, attempting to undermine our honor. I ain't the murdering type, but that's just me. Large organizations like our union have all sorts of men.
He's not lying about not doing it himself.
understood. This has been...
No problem. I wish the best to you and your... We're negotiating... Aye. All of it.
This seditious talk sounds like communism. Just so we're on the same page.
I think it's best you make up your own mind now that you've met him. In my eyes, he is a capable organizer and a decent... I guess you could...
By that, you...
By heavens, the old man is corrupt for our benefit. And he is recent. Besides, there are no non...
This man has political
No. Even a weak child can think it. The only things holding someone back are I can't and I shouldn't. Just the way the world works, boyadero. Sure.
The look in all that of a noble peasant or a traveling. No. No. The man sits on the... Hey. Psst. Psst. Yes, you. Word on the street is you're ready to start building communism again.
Так, окей. Ага, ключ у вас дверь находится во дворе за теплицей. Окей. Мало-помалу будем решать эти головоломки. Что по опыту? Угу. Бля, как же неудобно оббегать, ебанешься. Либо я тупой.
This must be it. The basement, the door is slick. In fact, it's It's odd. You try to. Finally, there might. A row of mugs sits on the shelf. A row of mugs, a little ring. There's something disdainful. It looks like the artist is celebrating diversity, but underneath, he's just making no one. The lieutenant.
I'm beginning to feel better about breaking into.
Yes,
There's the missing tin, and now they've drawn the ire of the union.
an interesting little clue. Perhaps you should break into apartments more often.
Who knows?
You could ask Everard who this.
Где же мне нужна была логика? Сука. Логика. Где-то нужна была, блядь, я забыл. Ким Кацураги.
This is the flag of Revachol, the suzerainty. This isn't just one sun, it's an optical atmospheric anomaly.
The tenant is in.
By old-fashioned, he means very right. The flag doesn't seem to mind. It's
Yes?
А вот, надо подобрать логику.
Me? I don't see how my life is. That's a fair point. That's because I'm half. It's a part.
Sale is a protectionist.
I can see your.
A point of pride to him.
No.
No.
The lieutenant nods.
What do you mean? I have no idea what.
The lieutenant's conceptualization skills must be rather rudimentary.
What?
The lieutenant produces his. We all have our different media. You're super lucid.
That's correct.
You feel a slight urge to put the lieutenant down for this. But
Are they?
you could use a good.
Good. Let's check.
No, he's having trouble processing it. Believe.
Have you tried
There is a sudden, harsh edge to his voice. Like he's tired of hearing.
Try work. The case at not a fan.
The RCM.
Really? You look fine to me. This psychodrama is ambiguous.
Clearly, he prefers to think you're malingering. He cannot fathom.
Focus on other people.
A moment passes.
Excuse me? Detective, if I may be. That's good. Some you time? This is a police investigation, not a journey of self.
A moment passes.
Так, а что по заданию?
Try to sneak up on.
Нормально, мы можем собирать мусор.
for something odd? Come. Oh man, oh God man. Thanks for that, but no.
He doesn't live in Martinez.
Yes?
You pick over what's left of your frontal cortex, but no compelling explanations emerge.
Лоуман.
Перекрестки.
Right to work! Right to work! Shame on you! The already familiar cold touch of the machine swallows your coin and seems to be waiting for your next. It's unclear whether you actually have muscle memory. Sure, why not? Muscle.
Окей.
The unpromising raised pupil. He does not so much as glance at the object. Stop showing me your pathetic. He had nothing to do with it.
I am not the first line of defense. I am the last.
You pick up on something artificial in his tone, like he's putting on an act.
Fine. They have recently fallen
Опа.
under the influence
Вот
of a
инфа.
possibly find out for yourself.
Interesting.
Подожди, а как я попал к тому ишаку в прошлый раз? Евро.
box of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. No, hold on. The last thing you need in your life is more hysteric emotion. Looks like someone has melted half the plastic off with a lighter. The doorbell doesn't.
Stuck in the rain in a traffic jam, man. Ah, man. Me and but those days are behind me. Hey, man, that's serious criminal talk. Are you trying to...
Entrapment is a practice whereby an officer of the law induces a...
Then what's your deal here?
So much for subtlety. Better get straight to the point.
We have a credible lead.
Not me, man. No way. I don't need any trouble. Look, man, I try to stay away.
We wouldn't say he's lying, sire.
Lowman, you called me Diamond. Of course, whatever stupid things they put in the law. Is that all you wanted to know, Lowman? What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary. If you don't know,
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
who the fuck is Irad? Ah, and what do I care about the union boss? He's no Gabriel. He's no Franco Negro. He's not even Hermenegildo the Hound. Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way. Just this month, I made half a dozen trips from Saramiriza to Grad. No, Lowman, diamonds. Diamonds are good for you, Lowman. You should try them sometime. Make yourself pretty like Eva the Easy. It's the skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. Also,
That's correct. There is no visibility of any of the others.
where do you want me to go? Or I can just...
I think we're done here, no?
Ай, бля. Бля, они связались с бабками. Почему на диалоге нихуя не вылезло? Странная хуйня. Ладно.
Still here, stuck in this damn jam, my man. What's up? He ain't one of...
It's easy to see the man taps his fingers rhythmically.
Oh.
Relax. He's merely joking.
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. I've got another haul of found cargo. They usually get shipped to Grad in the Occident. Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment while I was on the road. We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise. This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of.
A motor lorry, also called a camion.
Neat. For carrying large quantities of cargo a long distance. Not unless they've illegalized sports equipment. This rockin' beauty. Sure is. Like a rash you can't get rid of.
A motor lorry?
Yeah, it must be. Your job. We're pals and all.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically again.
It's like anything else. Us lorry drive. Not my thing.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient... There's a pile of cheap sunglasses.
You like sunglasses of...
Abort.
Damn, officer.
They're perfect for concealing your bloodshot and baggy eye.
No, you are definitely not buying those.
Are you sure? But they look so good on you. You should think this through, officer.
These
are all first-rate sunglasses. Premium design, super material, very cool. Oh, very interesting.
This is how a sea monster sees.
Wow! And they can be yours for a mere 3 reals.
The lieutenant tilts his head and steps back, eyes narrow.
You look like a musician. Like a blind musician. But you could do worse. Take them if you want.
Логика нет.
A man who knows his style.
You see, as the name Sileng.
Happy shopping of Ev. You're very cool. Bang, bang, bang. Oh, you like...
Don't be distracted by the flattery and funny man act. Questions. Start with a little compliment, then work your way up.
Oh, okay. An investment? What kind of investment? I hear you, officer. What kind of a sum are we talking about here? Sounds like a fair deal all around.
Corruption.
It's just like bus or...
Drugs? I don't go in for that, officer. Unless you're into drugs, of course. In which case, drugs are excellent. Mwah! Tasty, tasty drugs. That's very cool. That's even cooler. You investigating narcotics crime?
A blatant lie, sire. Yet he tells it with...
Who said that? It's the fat racist, right? I bet it's him.
So you admit you're a lorry driver?
No, I just said I work harder and...
Realizing he can't get out of it. Smart man.
Okay, maybe I'm a lorry driver too. A little. But that's not the most important thing about me. That's my day job. This is my dream. No! That's insane. It's the fat hater. Nothing. I told you. I'm not a dumb guy.
And what
Crowd, you know.
No, he wasn't talking about an abstract crowd. It was that crowd.
Shush, please. There's bad people doing bad things here. That's all I know. Please.
Here we go. There's a tiny bit of truth on the table. Zoom in on it.
It's a she, okay? The other drivers call her the lady driver. You're better off staying away from her.
Interesting. Could this driver be connected to the Hardy Boys?
I don't know. Maybe. If she is, I have...
He's not ruling her out.
All of them.
Who exactly is talking?
All of them. Even the ones who've left. I don't hang out. I don't know. I'm not local. All right. Me?
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago. Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revachol.
Very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories. That's so cool.
There are clothes.
Don't be...
Save the economy. That sounds... You find your...
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand. Buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
Something...
Good choice, officer. Mega sporty. And it's only $4.50. Haven't you heard, officer? We've got to be economically conscious. Recycle your... Very cool.
You find your...
Economical, but also trendy. Look first-hand. Buy second-hand. Keep the economy moving.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of the show here.
Из водителей только бабка у нас.
Still here. Stuck. I don't want to talk about that. Man, I was hoping it isn't gonna be her. I didn't.
It's true. Bah.
Damn, I don't want.
We can't.
That's how it always.
It won't come.
I don't believe you. I just can't, man. She's got the.
She shared?
Yes. Which is why I don't want to snitch on her. It's snitching, man. I heard the rumors. I saw the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me, too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like for her.
Короче, потом я не могу что-то.
Did this violent life include?
Well.
Опа. Блин. Само собой, блядь, взяло, поменялось нахуй на русский. Ой, на английский. Так.
The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her. Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers here who couldn't stand her. Oh.
He's right. There are other options. The raceman. The grey-haired woman. Maybe she knows something.
I thought you were a different kind of cop. Here. Lori's still here. Down past the statue of Philippe. The cabin is green. You can get in there with these.
When did she leave?
Last Friday. She left them to me because she trusted me. So I
The other drivers would have to tow it or break in to get the machine.
If they break in, they would find what's hidden inside. Something incriminating.
No. I don't know. I bet you are. Nah. I need...
Так, окей. Не грузи меня. Я, блядь, не то, я, блядь, не это. Кого ебет, что ты там, где ты там?
This screen found.
This is the one our man pointed to.
The glass on the side windows is tinted, and you push the smell of cigarettes and perfume. These are movie posters featuring starlets from long forgotten. One of them particularly catch. The actress is. Wait, doesn't she resemble someone you know? This is. She wasted away the actresses and the rear actor. All smile. A metallic drawer slides out from the seat. The pull-out toolbox slides back into its nest. A metallic drawer. It's an issue of. It looks like an article ripped out from a radio enthusiast magazine.
The Ulan frequency system.
The pull-out toolbox slides back. Looks like the
Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least. For contacting an entire fleet, looks like we are dealing with an impressive organizational tool. The nerve center doesn't look like it.
The smell of you wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like but one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper adds extra grip.
Sandpaper? A novel technique? Yes? Which means that the missing lady driver was present at the lynching. Looks like her, yes. Now we know for certain who's the missing 8th person at the lynching. Do you think that Hardy and his boys could also be involved in the drug operation? We should see what Titus has got to say on the matter. Are we finished with the lorry?
The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. It closed the rusty old...
Great. I think we got everything. A word? Alright, we've finished here. Let's quickly debrief and go over what we found, so we don't do it in front of the company rep. Honestly, I'm especially intrigued by that radio transmitter, particularly the sheer number of stations it can cover.
This means it's well funded. Technology...
I'm not sure what the Uline frequencies are all about, but they may hold some. And last but not least, it looks like the Hardy Boys knew this driver, as we know that she was present at the lynching. This may be...
The probe and the case converged, he thinks. This was quite the find.
Like Joyce told us, yes, logistically. But don't expect to bust this up as elegant as they are.
Don't be fooled. Desire always plays a role.
Yes, well, we should return to the murder case. See what Joyce tells us about the lynching. When we are done for the day, there are more than enough grounds to start an official investigation. Sometime later, when we are done here. We do not want to. The fact that one hasn't started already gives me pause. All the same, I don't like the idea of internal affairs descending on the matter. That won't help anyone either. Debrief over.
Да. Опыта катастрофически не хватает. Пока мы тут сейчас пойдем Куна пиздюлей раздадим отцовских. Чтоб сильно не выебывался, блядь, в следующий раз.
Fuck does Kuno care? So? North Jamrock. Kuno meant everything north of 881. The rooster fucked Kuno's words up.
Kuno appreciates you recognizing him as the sovereign of Jamrock.
Kuno sent your fat ass running around like...
Look, pig. Kuno sent you to rough some people up. Kuno played you. That happened. Now you and Kuno should move on. You got fucked. You got fucked, pig. Fucked after this shit. You better have something real in...
Yeah, real interesting.
Yeah? The kingdom of Kuno? The fuck do you want with it? Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit. The fuck about it?
Ладно.
Get lost.
Kuno...
Угу. Куна попиздели. Ну, пойдем с Ишаком Титом разговаривать. Харди. Может, это бабка барыжит.
Hello, dear. I didn't notice you at first. Just some... but...
The water lock. That was broken. Could this be it?
Oh my. What happened to the water lock? Well, whatever the cause...
You're welcome.
I hate to ask...
Yes, some left-field scientific research is exactly what you need right now.
And if you see him, let him know Lena is waiting for him here at the Whirling. He gets so tangled up in his work that he may not know the water lock's been repaired. And it's cold out. Oh, you're such a dear. Thank you, sweetie.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? You must be kidding, right? Yeah, good one, officer. But this establishment only takes cash. Now...
Frit, near the gates. They'll exchange it.
then why are you wasting...
Давай, поднимайся. Мы с твоей дамой сможем попиздить или нет?
The door is closed. This door still not the lieutenant.
Как она наверх попала?
The bed is still A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face in the mirror, adorned with the expression.
Ладно. Что у нас по опыту 29. Окей. Электрохимия ебучая.
You see a heavy steel. The door doesn't. The man ponders his cooking utensils and gives you a little nod. He looks up, shrugging is an internet. He smiles. It's almost like music.
Looks like the circus left town, but the clowns are still here. Like hell, you.
We'll do that. In the meantime, did you know that there's an abandoned lorry at the intersection that was used to move the person driving it was present at the hanging. It was one of you. We've connected the footprints. Detective.
No, the thunder is his. Leave it to the lieutenant.
Thank you. You're right, Titus. There is no local drug trade because it's all controlled by you.
That's a mighty interesting theory. I guess that's what you would need to do, theoretically. A big...
Yeah, man. Theoretically, that's what you would do.
You would need good, trustworthy people to take their place, of course. Hardy men to run such a monopoly. For the good of the community, of course. Boo fucking who. People will always be taking drugs.
Yeah, that's what the labor movement is all about.
Theoretically, of course. We're just talking.
Not quite yet, Mr. Hardy. There were 8 sets of prints on the crime scene. There are only 7 Hardy boys here.
My answer is... fuck off.
Finally, you got something out of him. This could prove...
And here we go. Back to...
I know! Fatty walked on all 4s. He's so...
Go fuck your mom, Dennis.
That's more like it, boys. You heard him. It was Angus on all 4s. Anything else you need to know?
Again.
Good one, Titus.
Yeah, Law.
It's almost...
Not in the...
By your side, the lieutenant keeps his hand away from his holster.
Look, coppers, I know you think you're doing your job here, but there are 7 of us and 2 of you.
The little guy? You're the little guy now.
So, little guy.
Yeah, little questions.
About fucking time.
Establish authority. Yes. Authority. Feverish thoughts race through your mind.
And what exactly is it? All the while talking racist shit. Don't think we aren't watching fashion.
Fascia. That's short for fascist.
Of course you have. You've been calling people Kip left and
Callie said they've been trying to set up a race rally, whatever the fuck that means. Trying to get the Kips out of Revachol before the economy goes to shit. Shit, boss.
Of course he's racist.
Unless you had questions, we should get some air.
You got shredded to pieces there. Should have gone with the gun. What were you thinking?
Да, окей. Порт попросить Клара помочь. Окей.
Is this about the questions again? Because I don't really. Wow. Anything else I.
No, you don't work for the Union. The Union blow the whole thing on speed and gin right now. Speed.
A warehouse? I don't know. Maybe. I don't.
She scrunches up her face into an
Fine. For it doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay?
A small cabinet on their logo is the bloodless rose.
Just ask me if you need anything from St. Baptiste. We don't stock prescription meds, but we do have Nosafed, Duramine, magnesium, and Hypnogamma. St. Baptiste. St. Baptiste.
She is right. Saint Baptiste, the company, derives it.
I don't really know what Hypnogamma is.
Nosafed heals +1 health. Duramine heals +3.
Да, у меня по одному, блядь.
Magnesium heals +1.
A colorful display there, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of war.
Guess.
Good thing you're an
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health, but I guess you already know that.
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign.
No.
Понял. Принял. Ща насобираем, блядь, бутылочек.
The sight of bullet holes stirs something in you, making you forget the...
Where? There? Those are old. We should focus on present crime.
баночки, бутылочки. Чек, чек, чек. Красота. Бичу гоним с кетчупом, с кетчупом. Так, подожди, а что у нас по чечам? Логика, авторитет. Визуальный анализ, драма. Есть что, блядь, с авторитетом у нас? Внушение, сумрак, грубая сила. Да ты заебал, Ким.
Ooh, the piggies have learned how to saunter up staircases. I didn't think you could do that with hooves. Yes, Uncle Maynard. Huge trouble. You're gonna take out your metal detector.
The lieutenant, hatred the woman.
That is on her. Someone's gotta keep an eye on her. On a first-name basis with her, have you got a crush on her? I ain't no
Actually,
We weren't put on...
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire?
Can't you? I haven't really. Have you ever? We rarely see this. I thought I'd mix it. Yeah?
let's be realistic. What are you going to do? Throw her?
You heard your partner, Piggy. I'm unstoppable.
The lieutenant, hatred the woman.
That is on her. Someone's got to keep an eye on. On a pig's not half as dumb as he.
Будь здоровый. Так, окей.
You hear someone walk. The walking, you can feel tension on a poor communal.
Do I have to open the door? Do you have a warrant? I'm not.
Let's go.
It's generous. This door has been closed. It's a solid lump of metal, but the shackle is deeply corroded. A solid pair of chain cutters would make short work of it.
You seem committed to it, so go on.
What are you?
I believe it's the shackle you mean to cut, Detective. Perhaps you should give it another go.
No reply. What are you doing? You're trying to cut the body of the lock.
I believe it's the shackle, you mean. Perhaps you should give it another go.
That isn't just a five-pointed star. The star, even today, half a century after, you see no the price.
Зачесался.
This door is made of no one.
We should return in the evening.
The tear machine stands. Your bottles clunk into the machine, and the money appears with a The tear machine stands in the corner.
Так, ладно. Блять. 2 заработали, все. Да хуя, конечно.
A lorry stuck in.
Lowman, you caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather keeps me awake. You can entertain Diamond. Of course, whatever stupid things they put. Is that all you wanted to? Of course.
Boyadera. Boya for short. The woman sways.
She's just...
So he
You hear that, Lowman?
Nothing. I just don't...
He doesn't want your friend.
A pilgrim is what it is. What do I need drugs for? Then...
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
Why would I want to do that? Lowman, what in the name of God are you Good. I don't... What do I need drugs for, Lowman? What I see, what I feel. Then what...
Maybe if she thought you're corrupt.
You're man, Lowman. What a... Good. I don't care about... What do I need drugs for? Yes.
Those epithets, the woman sweat. What's it to you? big mess. Every once in a while, the man has turned his attention elsewhere. He's shaking. When a bunch beats me, there's something odd in the way his shirt is far too. He ignores your question. Silence is the answer. There's something off here, but honest man, we came here.
I have a quick.
You think they follow because I'm big and loud? No, we were promised work. We'd be. The physically impressive man tower has turned his attention back to the gates.
Что делать,
He
блядь?
ignores your presence.
Hola, wandering man. How can I help you? Yeah, the janitor who gave me the key to his apartment said the guy's a bit of an asshole. Like I said before, I don't know much about this weasel, but
The unpromising race pupil. Don't be vulgar. White or not, Mr. Clare. Also, to serve is noble. It takes discipline, individualism. You have gotten these ideas from degenerate youth culture, have you not? You have. I am not surprised you enjoy it so much. This had. We are the future. I am a descendant. No.
He would be appreciative if you did not further chase this line of inquiry in front.
Yes.
This could have made him more open to discussing the race enigma with you.
Don't be vulgar. Why, Mr. Also, to above all, I am not surprised you.
Measurehead stoically looks to the distance in silence.
I think
that will be the.
They're always it.
Race is reality.
I think
that will be the.
That is understand.
These cops are just jealous,
The drawings are precise and look true to their pseudo-scientific ambitions.
The side.
Your ear.
Yes. You exhibit forward. It is. This leads me to conclude you are not able. Your race.
He's right there. It's almost impossible to get it on unless you're both. The drawings are precise and look true.
Correct. There is nothing fun. I cannot possibly.
As you turn, a bright light catches your eye, making you squint. From a distant sunset, a stage light, flash photography, nowhere in particular. It's just what are you? Deaf? They're perfect, like rock star politician and drug addict teacher. Embrace the superstardom you've worked so hard to establish. Yeah, you have. You're a big dick cop, Dick Mullen. Salam Rocky Bayi, badass on the edge disco cop.
Unpromising race pupil. I am.
You pick up on something.
The hard. Now leave me be.
Yes, it was probably nothing.
I think
that will be the.
He will grant us 3 wishes.
Your pedomorphic friend has quick wits.
The lieutenant.
You should keep him close. The congenital defect of farsightedness does not render.
Ебучий случай, как мне, блядь, Я забыл нахуй, как я туда ходил. Что делать, хоть тебе непонятно нихуя. Так, ладно.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, another thing. Great. Yes, and the phone company is taking its sweet time sending someone to fix it. Losers. It's not strange, it's inconvenient. Who told you that? Fine, yeah, it looked like someone had messed with the wiring. It was shortly after the hanging, but I don't know. If you do find out who cut the line, though, let me... Oh, yes, that door. Yes. What else? Yes. Another thing. Yes.
Так.
The face of King Friese.
I've got nothing to say to you. I am not.
You could be Liz. You could be anything.
Even a mod? Glenn.
He's right. With a face like that, she could be on the cover of Le Debutante International. The cold look in her eyes speaks louder than words. She is... It's not her. She's not a hardy girl. Definitely.
What are we going to do to you? The Union isn't going to do anything to you.
Goddamn.
If anything, it is the RCM who do.
Сука.
The worn and beaten wooden...
You can revisit the bench if you ever need to pass the time when Lieutenant gets...
Yes?
You see rows of toys. Try to find something pretty and cool here. Then use it to win her back. Why? What's this?
Oh, that's the Headless Phone Rider. There's been a lot of interest in that particular figurine.
He doesn't elaborate on these wrong...
I've heard about it. I've heard the Headless Phone Rider ride the Headless Bull.
Yes. There are several competing versions of the Headless Phone Rider. It's an urban legend. 50 cents.
He lost his cap when he lost his head. Perhaps he's looking for the head. Yes. Buy something nice. A figurine.
Did I mention?
That was a very smooth salesman's grin. That almost comes off as earnest. You should learn from him. This set of soul...
I think their poverty has been exaggerated for maybe.
Big men.
I used to be very serious about...
They're not all blue. These figurines also wear gold coats and caps. complimented.
This is what the loyalists look like here.
Which ones?
Ладно.
Yes?
Look at you. It's because you're a failure. They sent you to Slight, Precinct 57. Just think about it for a second. You're a raging alcoholic who showed up 3 days late wearing piss.
I've considered it. It would be immensely ugly of them, not to mention unprofessional. But I checked the record. This jurisdiction dispute, who polices Martinez, reaches back to the 30s. It's as old as my station. And all this time we can't decide who gets Martinez. I am the finest of nothing. Safe? No. So no, I don't think they sent you as a joke. And even if they did, they are in for a surprise.
A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor.
It was brought to me to be...
We are not here to investigate. You have to admit it.
The boomboxes on the shelf look well. One, especially. This is you. Gold, just make sure it works before you buy it.
Is the Harman Welshie W2, made in Vespa, designed in Seoul, plays all reel-to-reel formats. If police work means playing tapes, sure, you can use... Absolutely.
That's odd. Why doesn't he like music?
The stuff I record myself, silverware shaking.
Maybe
Бля,
you
это
should
Snoop
ditch...
Dogg.
And here you are.
Отвечаю.
Quality sound reproduction on the... If you don't mind, please put the flashlight away.
Photonic sensitivity is not generally acknowledged by the...
I do appreciate it. Hello again. How can I help you? Of course. It's in working order still, isn't it? Sure thing. And I don't like keeping guns around the shop for... Maybe. Shady looking guys came in here yesterday, looking like they'd just taken off their Wild Pines overalls. They asked if they went their way. It was a trip.
Maybe Claire really is tracking down your gun.
People as oleaginous as Everard seem like they're lying.
Sure, man. I doubt it. The corpse behind the hostel, I assume. I don't have a truck with a mounted... Ask around the harbour. There might be some workers there who'd be willing to help. I do my...
He doesn't know anything. The pawnbroker's gaze is all...
Нихуя модная штучка.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, the white suede. As you tap on...
No, that's...
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you? Just a moment.
10-4, come in, officer. Over.
Wait. Before you say anything stupid, be smart about it.
10-4, sir, I'm not hearing your question. Ten 9, repeat message. I didn't get that, sir. Over. Sir, I will not have you talk to me in this manner. Over.
What? What is...
He seems intoxicated and keeps asking...
Mullen's drunk and emotionally aggressive. That's new. Wrap it up. Don't indulge in his drunken antics. What? What?
He wants to verify the information on his badge.
Ну, а чё? Да ты нормально можешь разговаривать. Ну, пока еще играть буду, да.
But of course, it says Dick Mullen, High General of the Revacholian Cavalry.
Tell him to stop wasting...
What do you need, sir? Over. That's a negative, sir. I got 10-12. 10...
You probably don't want to continue on this road.
No, sir, I haven't. You're not really keen on mentioning your home life, so I've always assumed... 10-4.
Does he actually want something, or is he...
He asked if he ever told me about it.
For God's sake, cut this shit out!
Sir, satellite... So, was there anything else? Understood, sir. Over. 10-4, I know I already wrote it in a report, but... it will stay on my desk for a few days. Over. Roger that. 10-10, over and out.
This is Precinct 57. Just a sec. Sylvie Malaika on the... Yes. Hello? Oh, great. What else do you need, Detective? Well... You tried to jam it down the toilet, sir. Clogging it completely. After I had unclogged the toilet and retrieved the paperwork, I am sorry about that. Anything else, Detective? Please, no. Not this again. Everyone saw your cool gun, Detective. You were trying to impress some people with it. Everyone was eating, and... you were waving it around in everyone's face, begging them to describe it. You said it calms you, and then you started making...
Oh, those again. You know, when you put your... I remember this. You were screaming things like, my brains...
Me neither. No idea. All I know is next you were waving around money instead, saying things like, big bucks cannot lie. It almost looked like you pawned it. But believe me, I did not ask. Uniform? I never saw you in any uniform. You had your things on. But you mean, why did...
Why not?
Maybe, I don't know. No? Not me. No, sorry. I don't. People don't have the money to have...
So the Union has a phone, and there's one further down the...
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer.
Yeah, go on.
You hear...
Anything else I can help you with, 57?
In the cabin, you see...
На берегу.
Inside, you see a set of steering levers, a radio microphone, a pull-out toolbox, and the soft glow of the fuel.
А где мне карту Играем взять? Странно. Вроде была. Сейчас, блядь, не... А, погоди. И нихуя.
It's the ledger you found in the track, without resistance or sound. The the words just crossed. Who do you think? It's slightly, ever so slightly, difficult to breathe once you've a bunch of sodden papers sag from the clipboard in your hand. It's a sorry sight.
Mm-hmm.
Hello? Me? No one.
She doesn't really want to be if she's such a working class woman, why isn't she working?
Not all the time. Right now I'm browsing books. It is. I know you are. Mm-hmm. What with? My husband? No, he's not. I don't know.
Where is this going, officer?
She gives you a short nod and shifts her attention back to book. Her hands move over the book cover.
No, absolutely.
She gives you a
I don't...
For what it's worth, I agree.
Nothing.
Maybe you should. What if the cockatoo is your astral captain? Or your heraldic bird?
Please.
The woman...
Hello again, sir. Oh, that's Auntie Billy. She's nice if a bit distracted. I think she is a bad husband. Not very nice or helpful.
The girl keeps her hands folded.
What do you mean, sir?
She looks around anxiously. The lieutenant stands by, looking at the two of you with she brings out her reddened hands. Her nails...
And you knew this from me keeping my hands folded? Well, that proves nothing. Anyone could do an easy deduction like that.
She actually is impressed. This is more like a defensive reflex. She nods, half provocative, half enthusiastic.
Maybe so, sir. Okay, I know it's a bad habit, and I shouldn't. It was okay, sir.
There's more that can be achieved here. Ask her to do the same.
You're quite sober.
The lieutenant does not flinch at the comment. He does not flinch even a single bit. He is in...
Because you usually aren't. I sure hope you are, sir.
There she stands, swaying on her feet, assaulted by the early... There's something you're missing. Because you know each other. She's been talking to you so openly because you've talked before.
Yes, I stand in this spot all the time. You've been running around all week without your shirt on, sir. Telling people about being a star or something. I don't really understand who those stars are. Of course, you've stopped by a few times. You certainly look better than the last time I saw you. Yeah, I can see. You don't have...
Party eyes.
You know, like a cat in the dark. All big and wide-eyed.
The swiveling eyes of a loony drug addict. That is what she meant. You were... Fuck yeah. You should get some party eyes right now. Snap those sequins on you, boy. Oh, baby, that's not what you have to worry about. Worry about the important.
I didn't know I had to do that. I'm glad I could help you, sir.
Так, поднабрались чуть-чуть опыта, это хорошо. Это даже неплохо.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? That's the man who was killed. I'm afraid this is a discussion for once we've cleared the lynching question. Better not tie the forced day to the bat's day on this. I hope there is something else I can help you with. Yes, my eyes on the harbour have sent word to that effect. What have you discovered? Yes. And...
If there is an investigation, it will be part of an ongoing operation, subject to confidentiality.
Of course, detectives. In any case, you've held up your end of our arrangement. I wouldn't normally break protocol like this, but the situation demands it. If you don't solve this murder, I'm afraid we may have a bloodbath on our hands. I have an indirect role to play, I'm sad to say. My employer experienced a momentary lapse of faith in me. In that moment, they elected to deploy. They were dispatched after I relayed the union's...
Every worker...
A member of the board. I tried to convince my employer. Absolutely not.
Who are they, exactly?
Crenell, an Oranese military company. As far as I know, 3 arrived in Martinez. They report to me sporadically. They wear ceramic armor, have semi-automatic weapons, and years of combat experience. They also have
So, what happened?
The story is, one of them, the colonel, I don't know his real name, sexually assaulted a local woman while he was drunk and separated from his unit. This allowed some of the more He was taken out behind the whirling in rags and lynched. Nothing. Mr. Clare refuses to let me into the harbour. I have not been able to discuss this matter with anyone there. The remaining 2... It's a smokescreen. In secret, they are conducting an independent military tribunal into the lynching.
What is the nature of this so-called investigation?
Whether to execute one, some, or all of the Union militants. Surely you're joking. These people are killers. My only hope is that yours provides a single If you don't pin this on someone good, and do it fast...
The débardeurs have over 2,000 men. It will be 1,000 to 1.
Have you ever seen a hornet invade a beehive, Lieutenant?
The Serai's giant hornet, the world's second largest insect, can kill 40 honeybees a minute, while a group of...
These men work in tandem using semi- and fully automatic firearms. Their armor is virtually impenetrable to muzzle-loaded weapons, even yours. Most Union workers don't have guns at all. As I said, a bloodbath. Too many things have... All we can do is keep that which is not from following suit. One single concrete suspect delivered in... Not much. They boast a lot...
Meaning they're you...
Yes. Sadly, if you still...
The International Collaboration Police, ICP.
Do you know a lot?
In my line of work, it pays to do your research. I have.
She's being truthful.
Yes.
Since you are
Then we're on the same page. Or he didn't. This is information passed on to me from some teenagers loitering around the canal. That the man was killed because he assaulted a local woman. I've asked around a bit.
The lieutenant consults his notebook.
Odd. We haven't heard any reports about an assault in connection with the lynching.
Last Sunday night, at the Whirling in Rags, the hostel by the gates. Supposedly, the colonel was drunk. Either way, he's alleged to have sexually assaulted. That's a good question, officer. I don't have the slightest idea. As I said...
You meet her soon enough, you feel.
If you mean did I... Lely. His service name. A nom de guerre, most likely. He was 40.
What else? Nationality?
He was, Occidental, I think. In a way, it was humanizing. They've gone to ground, as it were. They don't have the same respect for the... You're likely to run into them eventually. When that happens,
One is obviously the scab leader at the harbour gates. The one chanting the idiotic slogans. The other has a vantage point in a building south of the roundabout. They were keeping tabs on you while you were canvassing the lorry drivers.
that may be so.
For all your talk of averting this catastrophe,
Of course it bothers me, Lieutenant.
your concern may be appearances. Ours is keeping the...
That would afford a good vantage point. In any case, It's...
Where is your radio for contacting them, if I may ask? Do you have an ear?
Heavens, no. I'm not an undercover agent. I hope I can answer it better until the executions start. Truthfully...
They don't report their progress to you?
Not on this matter. I'm afraid they consider this a personal initiative. It's a matter of days, not weeks. I am sorry to have been the bearer of bad news. Of course. Excuse my hesitation before.
For about half a minute.
It was taken with a trigger not long ago. This is the man's upper body. There were no more markings on it.
Her mouth is relaxed.
Sorry. I was trying to see if I can read the web of interdependencies between these I can't. But that's how you read this story. Close. Port cities. This is an Oronese map of the waterways. A sailor's tattoo. The sailor's soul would use quite a few.
What next?
Then he made his way. Revachol. Those are the two constants.
The old world passing by.
You said you can't read.
I can't. This man was no sailor, and these are no ports. I can understand geographic fragments, but not their meaning.
Vredefort has a military academy.
That may...
For all the boys looking for adventure.
His platoon members? The other contractors. Though I do...
Surely there are other people to ask about the tattoo.
Do what you have to...
We will be careful, ma'am.
Is there anything else I can help you?
Так, окей. Давай пробежимся по заданиям. Головомер. Давай попробуем профиль авторитет.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance... God, I've told her not to do that. It's such a disgust. She can.
Come on, ma'am. It's obvious she can't do anything about it. You are placing an unnecessary...
She stands stiff and severe. She's looking for one, but there simply aren't any good...
Oh, no. Hold on. I need to invite her inside and apologize. There. I don't know what to say to you. My husband, he tries to teach me business lessons. I have... Yes, my husband is a successful entrepreneur east of the... It's a proper place. Most of the buildings are empty. He made the initial investment.
Super silent. almost inaudibly.
Yes, I'm afraid so. I'm sorry. I'm sure you do She's been too busy, I assure you.
And hell freezes over. The woman looks aloof.
Hello again, esteemed officer. Goodness, you were already... Everything is on the shelves. Take a look.
She smiled. You see a...
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
Just as you're...
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers. Parapsychologically speaking, we're dumb if you decide... No, it's just a storeroom for the employees, I told you. Now please step away from... Why? I am sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just no!
Talking is always good. There is something mysterious about the curtains. You see a tattered set of curtains and a polyhedron-shaped cage-like trinket. You see a dimly lit room full.
I warned you. You're unleashing forces beyond your understanding.
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered only in echo. No one is there.
Я и слабак.
Ow, shoot. Whose moronic idea was it to just run through the door? Don't you know that things like...
Are you alright?
What is going... I warned...
It barely looks like you... A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you. A small mountain of colorful board game boxes, an endless variety of There's all books in a board game section. Who wants to read books? A towering mountain of The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular sword. Rows and rows of Yamdala men blur your vision. You make out some titles. Man from maybe 100. Man, not even close. Man from Hyamdal in hell. Man from Hyamdal and the forest of slaves. A twinge at the back of your head makes you flinch. Your eye starts twitching. Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art of the very muscular man from Hyamdal. She's laughing at him, belittling him. Between the throne and the Hyamdalam, the display rack before you is burdened under...
It is a bestseller for a reason.
The edges of the pages are worn and smudged. A lot of the jacket he is ambushed by. You open the book, his arms were... Good God, this is some retrograde stuff. When was this? You flip to the copyright page. This book was written in 38. Berserker Rage, but Man from Hyamdal, right? The steel muscles of Man from Hyamdal. A passage reads, Thine spells, I have grand plan. This is beyond primitive. In the final, to find out what happens next. A small cabinet on the wall is filled with...
Okay, here. Okay, here. Okay, here. I hope... Okay, here. Okay. Is this a warehouse?
She looks up.
Fine. For it doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay. A warehouse.
She scrunched.
Fine.
сохранились. Пойдем, наверное, дотку поиграем. Понятно, что нихуя непонятно. Да уж, да уж. Ну, интересно, но, блядь, сложно. И это огорчает чуть-чуть. Ну, не огорчает, наоборот. Распаляет дух. Ну, как мне, сука, к Эврору опять попасть? Хуй поймешь, блядь. Ведь понятно, что нихуя непонятно. Ну, пора под музяку расколбаситься. И поехали. Сложно, блядь. Давай. Айс. Хорошо. Я лопату на него кири. Него кири.
Дайте вард, блядь, на мид.
Я сам поставлю чиз.
Не, блядь. Блядь, инвок, блядь, ёбаного шейкера банит. Нахуй забаньте инвокера, блядь. Пошел ты нахуй, долбоёб, блядь. Какой репорт, блядь.
Согласен. За токсичность. Бля, ну у нас интересный пик говна и палки.
South Africa, 2012. We in the future now. Just because the whole world's gone dwanky doesn't mean we're fucking gonna go out like that, dude. Fuck the system. We have our own system. We make our own rules. We don't answer to no one. We keep it safe. We keep it popping off a smara.
Tip by the power of Goroth.
Ебать, а чё у нас такая задержка?
У кого варды нахуй?
Сейчас, сейчас. В дорогу.
Ну, ФБ, мужики, го-го-го. Давайте, блядь, соберемся нахуй, пойдемте ФБ ебашить где-нибудь сюда. У нас фарш есть. А пошел ты нахуй, долбоеб, блядь. Ты чё, охуел что ли нахуй?
Пане тупорылый казах,
Пошел ты нахуй, долбоеб.
Туда так туда.
Я его забутил.
Давно пора.
А застань там, снайпер.
Да. Лучше дохуя.
Я исправлюсь, честно. Вы поглядите, сколько сочного мяса.
Тяу, 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 тяу.
Вперед!
ВК-кор. Интересный звук. Ох, 8.
В пути! Все, мой. Эх ты мелкий! Ну да. Иду. Сейчас сделаем.
Ой, да сука, что ты добить не мог, блядь, тоже?
Смерть, это ко мне.
Блядь. У меня такая задержка, мне просто не нравится.
Иду. Выкатываюсь. Будет сделано. Блин, на кого замахиваешься? Сожру потроем. Сейчас.
Скелетиков. Да ты, сука, блядь.
Отличная заточка. Реза! На меня напали! Кому свежих
Как,
ребрышек?
блядь? Ёбаная задержка.
Накрывай стол. Ужин на подходе. Ну да.
Приходи, приходи. На кухню.
Сейчас.
Главное, не ты забрал.
Туда так туда. А то. Не твое. Вкуснотища. Получай. Чистые ножи. Острые. В провинциальном городке был праздник, музыка звучала.
Вот в ликующей толпе возник зловещий лик бродяги.
Как будто
бы один толпа его не замечала. Странно на него смотрели злые собаки. Блять, что мне за команда попалась? Токсиков, блядь. На праздник путник очень спешил, по горам пробирался. Но камень взорвался. Ой, осуждаю. И он глядел, а в кулаке сжимал он маску, но кто-то крикнул вдруг привет. Явился ты немножко, такой веселый свет людей. Как можно быть таким несчастным в черном наряде старик? Город на крайний путь не очень спешил, по горам пробирался. Ой, осуждаю. Ладно. Жрец поднял взгляд, злобным голосом ответил: «Не от того,
На кусочки.
Просто останься со мной.
Давай к делу. Ты ничего не почувствуешь. Я расчехляю ножи. Какой симпатичный фарш. Вперед! Не пропадать же добру. На меня напали.
Да, блять, эти подлагивания нахуй раздражают.
Сейчас.
Ой, ты кричишь, Паша.
Пути. Отличная задачка. О, да. На закуску. О, да. Чертовы клипы. Ну да. Вдохни поглубже. В дорогу. Получай! Выгадываюсь. Не тут-то было. Иду. Куда так туда? Дышите глубже, ребята. Накрывай стол. Ужин на подходе.
Толик ебаный бесполезный.
Тип того. Будет сделано. Хорошая идея, слушай. Да. Свежую шмакодявку. Тип того. На меня напали. Иду.
ДК пришел, ёбнулся.
О, да. Ах, смертью.
Долбоёб, блядь. Постоял, пофоткал, пришел, сдох, блядь.
Кто с мечом придет, тот от дракона погибнет.
Да еще и лагает, блядь, это вообще. На руку и сиду, товарищи пионеры.
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire structures are fortified.
Превосходство.
Your bottom tower is under attack.
Сейчас.
Your bottom tower has fallen.
Расчехляю ножи. Сейчас сделаем. Куда так туда? Выкатываюсь.
Мне просто интересно, что они писать будут, пиздеть.
Это не твое золото.
А то. Будет
Я же говорю, это, блядь, долбоёбы два ебаных, блядь, тупорылых чмаря, блядь.
Ты ничего не почувствуешь. Выпотрошить.
Блядь, мид 2 раза пришел бы уже, долбоёб ебаный, блядь.
Your top tower is under attack.
Хули я сделаю, блядь? На какой лайн мне пойти с мидасом ебаным?
Не твое.
Your top tower is under attack.
Вперед.
Your top tower has fallen. Ah, well, it's not the end of the world.
Пути. Ни у кого нет лишних шансов. Заслуженная награда. Вот это я понимаю. Свежий воздух. Сейчас.
Малый бизнес.
А то.
Локер ни в чем не виноват. Не даст собрал.
Резать. Рубить.
Your middle tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack.
Серия убийств.
Ложная заточка. Будет сделано. Ну да. Хорошая идея, слушай. Ой,
Я тебе, блядь, предлагал в начале игры, долбоёб, блядь, там ее нахуй вылетел из игры, блядь. Вы вдвоем стоите, блядь, какую-то хуйню, блядь, снизу делаете, долбоёб. Приди на мид, блядь, что-нибудь сделай. Ебаная тварь ебаная, блядь.
я специально честно. Дорогу. Тип того. Да. Сейчас сделаем. Выкатываюсь. А вот и нет. Кому связок ребрышек?
Превосходство.
Блять, стандарть не. Ебать, дебил. Ах.
Просто не удержать. Двойное убийство.
Я не выходил, просто ножи точил. Сейчас.
Стап 0-4. Лидер что у нас? 1-2, ладно. Морг норм.
Иду. Пальчики оближешь. Время нарезать.
Radiant structures are fortified. Your bottom tower is under attack.
Хорошая идея, слушай. Туда так туда. Ну да. Выкатываюсь. Сейчас сделаем. Вкуснотища.
Сука, пришел. Поехали.
Кто скучал? Так я все равно.
Это будет.
Перед смертью. На меня напали. Будет сделано.
Your middle tower is under attack.
А то.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Двойное убийство. Сейчас бы.
Юр, блять, пусть гор.
Вперед! Сейчас! Вперед! Туда так туда. Иду.
Я не
Your
мама.
top tower is under attack.
Знает мама. Потенциал?
Будет сделано.
Того.
Your top tower is under attack.
Сейчас сделаем.
This is dreadful.
Пора садиться на тебя.
Я после.
Dire structures are fortified.
Проверяю, как касательно услуг бойцовского клуба. практически все его ютуба. Палку.
Хорошая идея.
Они вдвоем против соло ВК стояли. Вдвоем против соло ВК, блядь, на лайне, нахуй. Долбоебы ебаные, блядь.
Your bottom tower is under attack. I hate to nag, but watch out. The enemy's middle tower has fallen. Excellent. Your bottom tower is under attack. Not good. Not good at all.
Будет сделано. Пути. На кусочки.
Заслуженная награда.
Дышите глубже, ребята. Дорогу. Не готов. Не готов. Сейчас сделаем. Вот да. Мясо, всему голова. Ну да. Хорошая идея, слушай. Перед смертью не надышишься. О, да.
Слушай, как тонет сердце на дне чужих историй.
Давай к делу, чтобы... Да. Какой симпатичный фарш. Иду. Туда так туда. Тип того. Не готово. Вперед! Сейчас, сейчас.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Вот это я понимаю, свежий воздух. На кусочки.
Enemy's bottom tower has fallen.
Ой, это я что? Отличная задачка. Сейчас. Милый запах, черт. Ну да. А то.
Dyer's courier has been killed. Your bottom tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified.
Будет сделано. Дышите глубже, ребята. Заслужили. Пути. Что протухло? Резать! Иду. Хорошая идея, слушай. Вот это я понимаю. Вперед! Фарш не провернуть назад. И мясо из котлет не восстановишь. Сейчас сделаем. Куда-то туда. Всегда бы так. В пути. Не готово. Перед смертью дышишь. Какой симпатичный фарш. Ну да. Не готово. О, да. А то. Дышите глубже, ребята. Хорошая идея, слушай. Ой, это я, что ли?
Всё. Да не знаю, Ань, скажу, как закончить. А, хорошо, ну после этого не приду.
Будет сделано. Самое время. Выкатываюсь. Куда так туда?
Двойное убийство.
Your middle tower is under attack. Oh my.
Сейчас сделаем.
Блядь, даже с такими лагами можно выиграть. Всю ночь.
Выкатываюсь. Милый запах. Сожру с потрохами.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Пути. Идея, слушай.
Я пока, блядь, вот эту хуйню, вот эту, блядь, пиздец. Весь не смог скастовать, блядь.
Ой, это я что ли? Сейчас. Накрывай стол, ужин на подходе. Будет сделано. Иду.
Roshan has fallen to the Radiant.
Immortality.
Макарена. Ай!
Вперед! О, да.
Your top tower is under attack.
Дышите,
do be careful.
ребята.
Your top tower has fallen. Your top tower is under attack. Dire structures are fortified. Enemy's bottom tower has fallen. Bravo!
А что это было? Ну да.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Хорошая идея, слушай.
Двойное убийство.
Смертью не надышишься. Вот да. Вот это я понимаю, смерть.
долбоеб, ты понимаешь, эти два ебаната, блядь, на лайне стоять против одного долбоеба вот тут вот с БХ. Этот долбоеб, блядь, может на ранних минутах, блядь, гангать эту ебаную линию, блядь, что-то делать, флешки по себе фармить, но нет. Он должен стоять там и фармить какую-то хуйню, которая, блядь, в итоге ничего не сделает, понимаешь?
Тип того. Туда так туда.
Так он пост 3, блядь. Что он в тройке делает? Танкует. Какой-то, блядь, импакт носит.
Знаешь, я так соскучился.
Свежие нас время нарезать. Милый запах. Вперед!
Your bottom tower is under attack.
На меня напали.
You may want your bottom tower has fallen.
Нам-нам-нам. Тип того. Посмотрите, кто вернулся. Ребята. В пути.
Там -2. Нет, -3. Куда вы убежали? Там, блядь, трон голый вот этот стоит, блядь, эти бараки ебаные.
Побольше. Да. Сейчас.
Блядь, хотите так играть? Ну и хуй с ним, я тоже буду, блядь, на сейф играть, мне похуй.
Туда так туда. Не готово. Не готово. Будет сделано.
Так а хули мне спереди делать, долбоеб? Скажи мне, бро. Просто я пойду и сдохну, ничего не сделаю, и просто вот, блядь, на тевере буду лежать. Ты долбоеб, блядь, ебаный, блядь, иди, блядь, поставь туда варды ебаные, блядь, чтоб видно было. Кусок ебаный на пятерке, блядь. Рефрешер себе собирает, блядь, долбоеб.
А то. Получай. Сейчас, сейчас. Устрой легким праздник. Сейчас сделаем. Не готово. Не выкатываюсь.
Охуенно, я пошел фармить.
Ускорение. Черт, давно пора. Будет сделано.
Летаем над городом, все время холодно. Я без тебя.
Ножики, я скучал. О, да. Вперед! Пути! Вот это я понимаю, свежий воздух. Дорогу. Нужны штаны побольше. О, да. Сюда быстро. О, да. Перед смертью дышишь. Тип того. Не готово. Сейчас, сейчас. Хорошая идея. Что протухло?
Structures up!
Всем спасибо.